Hey you guys, Interceptor King here. This is a 2015 all-wheel drive 3.5 liter twin turbo EcoBoost Ford sedan police interceptor. It's got Goodyear Eagle winter performance tires on there, the best tires you can get. Those are 18-inch wheel covers over the steel black cop rims that are underneath there. And this only has 97,000 miles on it. It's got a push bar on it. It's got an LED spotlight on the driver's side. The police interceptors are the only vehicles in the world that were crash tested to be rear-ended by another vehicle if this vehicle is at a complete stop and a vehicle rear-ends it at 75 miles per hour. It's not going to turn into an accordion. It's not going to explode with the gas tank or any of that stuff. And they're the only vehicles in the world to be crash tested at 75 miles per hour by another vehicle hitting it from the rear. Also, these are 365 factory horsepower, but they're all-wheel drive, so they're amazing in winter conditions, snow, ice, dirt roads. This will outperform a lot of those vehicles that are rear-wheel drive. Well, it'll outperform all the rear-wheel drive vehicles in these conditions for sure. Doesn't matter, what their horsepower rating is. You can't use all that horsepower in these conditions on a rear-wheel drive vehicle. They handle great. These will actually outperform the Dodge Chargers with the 5.7 Hemis. So even the all-wheel drive ones, they're a little bit quicker. I think these get to 100 miles per hour, almost 3 seconds quicker than the 5.7 Hemis in the Chargers. And they actually handle better too. The reinforced framing that's on these is part of the 75 mile per hour crash test rating, but it's also, it eliminates body roll, which so it tightens everything up on like curvy roads. If you're going fast around curvy roads, this is going to stay in the lane better with that reinforced framing. And so basically they have heavier duty wheels, tires, suspension, brakes, cooling, and charging systems. Has the same motor as the SHOs in this year, but it has better suspension and the reinforced framing that the shows don't have. It gets the government's #1 crash test rating, so it's the safest for your family. And I'll do a video in the next few days of me jumping on the highway in this. And but it's been really cold. We've gotten like 4 feet of snow in the last week, so it's been a lot of work just keeping getting the snow out of the way. Tires have a lot of tread too, and they're winter performance tires. This has a nice vinyl cushion back seat. Probably never even been sat in yet. It looks like it was just put in before I got it, so it probably had a hard plastic back seat back here. Comes with one key fob. It's got 97,052 miles on it. Need to put some air in one of the tires. It's got 6,840 idle hours. It's got Bluetooth right here. Rear view camera system pops up right here when you put it in reverse. It's got a backup monitoring system. It's got a side monitoring system or a blind spot monitoring system on the side. Got your USB and auxiliary plug-in. No center console. These seat covers have been on it since it was brand new, so the seats look great underneath, but I am going to take these seat covers off. But the seats will look perfectly fine underneath. You got this dome light that goes red one way, white the other. You got your cigarette sunglass holders here. A couple more lights up here. There's a place that makes aftermarket center consoles for these if you need a center console. Also, you could buy a tuner for these that plugs right into the AWD2 diagnostic port. That'll increase the horsepower by 69 wheel horsepower over factory. So you'll have over 400 horsepower once you do that, if you wanted to. You've got a little button on the side of the steering column here to move the gas and brake pedals away from you or towards you. Power driver seat. Got a low gear right here when you're driving. See where it says drive right there? You press that button, it says L, goes into low gear, which means it'll downshift and keep it at a higher RPM range where it's more responsive. And yeah, runs and drives perfect. 3.5 liter twin turbo EcoBoost motor. Go to interceptorking.com for current inventory. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. scoop this up before the next person does. Most of these, I'd say 95% of these come with a naturally aspirated 3.7 liter V6. So this one is pretty hard to come by with that EcoBoost motor, and they only made a certain amount of them. They quit making these in 2018 or 19. I still haven't figured out. I think they quit making the 19s in the civilian version, but it's possible that they quit making the police version in 2018 was the last year. But it's 18 or 19, so they only made a certain amount of these. 95% don't have this performance package with the twin turbos. So however many they made is how many they made, and once they're gone, they're gone. So good luck before the next person gets this. And you guys be safe. Take care. Later.